Hello, I am Paz Fernandez. I am lecturer of the Department of Civil Engineering at the University of Granada in Spain, and I'm going to present our research about sustainable cities and effects of it of natural hazard with an example of design by gamification. First of all, we decide to do this research using um, a tool that provides us the option to create a city in a game way. That's the game, the computer game called Cities Skylines. And we uh, use it in a way of a serious game to analyze if this game could be used as a tool in the analysis and management of the natural hazards. In this research, we uh, we have four phases. Phase 0 or preliminary phase is related with the contact with the materials that we are going to use and the subject of the research. The second one is the phase 1 about the review of the background about the simulation with computer games and the use of simulation and gamification for the study of natural hazards. And the phase 2 is related with the simulation of natural hazard using the game city skylines. And finally, we analyze and make some conclusions about the results obtained with these simulations. With the game City Skylines, we can first of all design a city that we did it in the terms of a sustainability site using some parameters and considering the energy balance first to get this sustainability um, of the city, this environmental sustainability. And then we have the options to simulate some natural hazards in this city that we create. So we decide to analyze some of these natural hazards, for example, earthquakes, fires, a uh, meteorites, and some others that we can consider we are not going to analyze it, and you can check our contributions to get some more information about all the options that we simulate and the results about them. Here we present the comparative damage statistics of meteorite natural hazard applied to our city with maximum magnitude, that is magnitude 10, provided with the game. Is not a proper magnitude of each natural hazard considered. Is a general magnitude that is considered inside the game to apply a more or less severity in each natural process that we are going to simulate. over the city. So we simulate some of these natural hazards we comment previously, and we did it in several magnitudes. Maximum magnitude in the city with preventive measures and without preventive measures. Medium magnitude, that is 5.5, in city with preventive measures, and low magnitude, that is level 1, in the city with preventive measures. And we combine all the results to analyze which are the consequences about city with preventive measures in each natural process, and a city without preventive measures in each natural process, comparing the results. And then the other analysis that we did was city with preventive measures, applying each natural process and evaluating the damages with different magnitudes. And we saw in this example, that is meteorite natural process, that a city with preventive measures has less damages than city without preventive measures. That is the result that we expected. With these all results, we can see that if this game is a useful tool to simulate different natural hazards and compare and check the effectiveness of the measures, the preventive measures applied in the city. So we can conclude that this game did a correct interpretation of different magnitudes of the natural process applied in the city. And but opposite, we find that this game, Cities Skylines, has some aspects that need to be improved. There are advantage and disadvantage in the use of this game in this way. We can see that there's an option in the game that is called risk of catastrophe, and it provides us some information previous to the apply of the natural process that is going to damage the city. But we saw that this risk of catastrophe is not formulated or applied in a proper way. There's a conceptual failure in this use of risk of catastrophe inside the game that we are going to analyze. And the general conclusions about our research provide us information to do this analyze with weakness, strengths, threats, and opportunities. And weakness that this game presents some conceptual flaws, such as the case of risk of catastrophe we commented before. And we also see that it presents a very simplified system of the construction of the cities and the occurrence of natural hazard. That's the main weakness that we see in the game. The strengths are the presence of wide range of preventive measures, both sectoral and general, to provide a complete or realistic way of the city that we design. and the possibility to check the reaction of the city with the when we applied the natural process. So these are the main strengths of the game as a tool to use it in the management and the analysis of natural hazards. The threats, it needs to make more modifications in some concepts, as we comment the risk of catastrophe. Also, some of the natural hazards that they provide are not a real natural hazard. For example, the fires itself. There are another modification that will be a good improvement, like some tools to manage how the natural hazard influence in the city. For example, there are some natural hazards that are not considered, for example, volcano eruptions. And about the opportunities that this game provides us for the analyze and management of risk, natural risk, are the mechanical novelty about how to do these studies, how to use this game in an easy way to provide simulations for the people that is now starting to study to start the first approximation of natural hazard and risk management. And it allows to check the optimal establishment of preventive measures and emergency services in the city that we design and we create. And also it can be used as a tool to measure resilience. So this is one of the main opportunities of this game. So thank you very much for your attention, and we will be ready for some questions through our email that we provided in the abstract test. Thank you for your attention and have a nice conference.